Okay, good afternoon. Let's begin now with the webinar. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for being here today and mention that we are recording the session so that those who were not able to attend the webinar will be able to watch it in the future. My name is Borja Guillen. I am the account manager of the solutions department in Innova, and the objective of this session is to introduce our solution in Data Manager belonging to our suite Intools, show also its functionality through a demo, and explain our site Innova Online and state why is it essential when setting up and managing our solution. So now let's provide a brief introduction of our company. Innova is one of the few Microsoft ISV development centers worldwide and the only one speaking Spanish. We provide services for both finance and operations and business central, including our own solutions, which are supported by these ERPs. Our headquarters are established in Castellón, Spain, and our team is formed by more than 30 professionals with over 15 years of experience. As aforementioned, we offer our own solutions, which are divided into suites. One of them is the suite design, whose main feature is the digital signature. Within this suite, we may find eSign Facturae, available for both by Business Central and Finance and Operations. This solution is able to generate and sign digital invoices. On the other hand, we may find eSign ePDF, which is available for Business Central. This solution is able to digitally sign any PDF file. But nonetheless, this solution will be deeply explained in another webinar. The suite Intools includes InTranslate, InData Manager, InSelf-Setup, and InApps Analyzer. Today we will focus on InData Manager, and we will deal with an explanation of the solution, and right after we will proceed with the demo of InData Manager. So let's focus now on the explanation of the solution. As you may know, InData Manager modifies or deletes system records. With this solution, the user will be able to make any modification, reversion of modification, or elimination and reversion of deletion of records. You can do all these modifications in a controlled way. Let's show you now our website Innova Online, which is crucial when setting up and managing the solution. Okay, so in the main visual interface of the site, you may find the solutions provided by our company. If we go into each solution, let me look for InData Manager here. The web page will display an introduction, as you can see here, and a thorough tutorial of that solution. Also, the user will be able to analyze different plan available right here. And it is important to mention that all our solutions can be downloaded at Microsoft Marketplace App Stores, and only by registering in our site you will be able to utilize them. For example, here you have a free plan, if you want to test the solution. Now we are going to log in with a real account for you to check what can you expect when downloading and registering our site. Okay, so here is the customer ID, which is essential since afterwards we will have to introduce it in the setup wizard, and in every action we do in the solution, we will need the client ID. Also, in that visual interface, we can also check which solutions we have available in our user, as you can see here. And if we get into each solution, in this case, again, let me check in Data Manager. We can find a download link for it, and also the higher plan. If it's in Spanish, we can just switch it to English. So the higher plan and the recommended plan according to the usage of that solution. So that will be regarding our website. Let's start with the demo. So as aforementioned, this solution allows the user to do exactly the same as Object Designer used to do. if we need to change any information in a table, since it was not possible to do that from our system, we had to use Object Designer and create a new process to do this work for us. For this scenario, we have created a new solution that, in a simple way, it allows the user to do these modifications or deletions of records. It is mainly aimed to developers, since if there is any modification or deletion to do in any system record, we must know exactly what we have to do. So likewise in Translate or other solutions that we have, we will need a customer ID, as I have said previously, which can be obtained through our portal in Online in order to properly utilize this solution. For security reasons, this ID must be introduced in every modification or deletion we do. So in this role center, we will find the changes template and the deletions template. But in this case, we will start with the changes templates. So the 4 first templates that you are seeing right now, they are predetermined by our solution. To do a modification, for example, they established to do a modification of a sales order, sales invoice, for example. But for this demonstration, we have created an additional template, which is the 5th one, to modify the information of a customer. In this case, for example, the number or the name. But again, you can create as many templates as you want. So in order to get into it, we will go to the table settings right here. And if it loads, and I can explain it to you. So in this main interface, we can configure the tables, the filters, and the fields we want to modify. So we can filter, for example, in this case, the table is customers. We can filter by the number of Z00010, which is a demo that we have created for this. And the fields stands for the modifications we want to do. For example, I want to change the name or the number of that client. So now we are ready to go to the changes matrix. And we have to load the data to modify. So now it's loaded, now displayed. Yes, okay. Now displayed, we can see the data we have filtered to be modified, and we can do some modification like this. For example, it's called test, but I want to put like test 1000, something visual for you to see. And now we can save this modification, save data in system. In order to confirm this modification, we will need to introduce the customer ID right here. And now the system is going to do the modifications. Okay, so now we are going to check that the change has been completed. In order to do so, I'm going to go to the customer list, like this, customers. And as you can see here, this is the client we have created before, and this is the modification. It was named test before, and now it's test 1000, for example. But if you want to reverse that modification because it has been a mistake or there is something wrong with it, we can go to changes executed and revert the changes. You can go here. And now you have to focus on the last one because it's the most updated one. And revert changes. Again, as a confirmation, we will need to introduce the customer ID. And if we go again to check our customers list, the name should be the same as before. Okay, as you can see, now the name is again test, as it was previously stated. So for the deletions templates, we are going to use the same template in this case, but this time we want to delete a customer instead of modifying any information from it. So in this case, we will only need to input the table we want to delete and the filters, because we're going to delete the entire record. If we don't filter it, as this case, the solution would display a list of all the customers. That's why we need to be careful within Data Manager. But in this case, we have added the filter, like the number, the client with number Z00010. So we go to navigate and deletions matrix. The system will only display all those customers which equal the filter we have previously introduced. And now again, we have to load the data to delete. And it will display the information we have previously configured. We can check whether the client that it shows is correct, that we want to delete it. And again, we can go to delete records from system. We will have to introduce once more the customer ID as a confirmation. And now if we go to the customers list, it shouldn't be in the list. Let's check it. So it's not there. The test client is not there anymore. And now we are going to revert that deletion. To do so, we have to go to deletions executed, navigate, and deletions executed. And once more, we have to select the last one, which because it's the last modification or deletion in this case that we have done, and revert deletions. Once again, we introduce the customer ID. And now the customer should be in the list again. It's a bit slow. I'm sorry. Okay, now as you can see, the test client is already there. So that's mainly what our solution is able to do. If you have any question or doubt, you can use the chat section now, or if you prefer, you can send me an email. So that would be the demonstration of the solution. Now let's jump to the questions you may have. In the meantime, as we receive the questions, I would like to remind you that all our solutions are already available in Microsoft App Stores, and only by registering our site you will be able to test them with a free trial. So let's just give a couple of minutes in order to receive a question. Okay, so if you don't have any question, let's just finish the session. So that will be it for in Data Manager. I hope you enjoy it, you like it, and if you have any question or any doubt, you can always send me an email, and I will gladly aid you in anything I can. So thank you all very much for being here today, and see you next time.